Hey guys, how's it going? Orange here, and welcome to round 5 of the career mode, and it's time for the race. So skies are pretty grey, aren't they? And yes, indeed, rain is expected for this race as we get into our car for the race. Then after pretty disappointing qualifying, has to be said. Luckily the race start is in dry conditions, as I prefer the dry conditions over the wet conditions, but obviously we know that it will race. So here's the setup for this weekend. 2-2 wings. Didn't go with 2-1 because I simply thought that 2-1 would give you a little bit too much overspace, especially down into turn 3, so I didn't go with that. Here we see the strategy, option prime, but I don't think we will go for the strategy. First of all, because I select the prime tire right now, and second, it will rain. So teammate challenge, currently ahead of my teammate, but not by a lot. And then we go to the race now with Lewis Hamilton in pole position, our teammate there in 12th position, and ourselves then down in 18th position. Not a great qualifying at all, but on the left hand side you can see Magnussen and McLaren in 17th. That's not really what you see every day either. So we have 4 lights already, 5 lights already, points are being scored in the race, of course, so the race is more important as the lights are out, and away we go with an initial okay launch, but after that not really such a great launch. We see Bianchi flying by there. Great start from him. We are down in 19th place as we head down into turn 1. No one on my inside, so I can just dive in here. Everyone leaves space, so that's good. A very risky move from me there, but it worked out, I guess. Down to turn 3. Grosjean is in there in 12th position, up to 13 now, with some cars around my outside. I think, there we go, Bottas is around the outside, and he actually took me around the outside as we head down into turn 4. And once again, a big dive bomb. Going a little bit on the grass, trying to avoid everyone, and into the points at the moment, into P10 with Hulkenberg. I think that was in the Force India. Yes, it was Hulkenberg. We overtook him as well on the inside of the McLaren, which is Button, but he will have the better exit. So P9 into the points. Let's see if we can overtake Button. Probably not, as we head down into this quick left-right chicane. Important to not extend the corner there. And we see Hulkenberg behind as Button indeed put it away. So Button is gone now. And once again, just like we've seen all season long, really, we are gonna have to defend probably now for the entire race from Hulkenberg. But remember, we will have rain. I think the percentage was like 60 something, so there will definitely be some rain at some stage of this race. And Hulkenberg actually falling back a little bit, but we didn't have the pace on this circuit, so I do not expect something big really. I think I'm gonna be very happy if I can even get 1 point here. That's really the maximum, I believe. Anyway, lap 1 is finished right now with Hulkenberg behind. We go to mix 3. That's our fuel saving or our fuel strategy for this race. Mix 1 in the final sector, mix 3 down this long main straight here. Hulkenberg behind, not doing anything serious at the moment. You might notice that the video and audio are slightly out of sync, slightly though. That will be the case for the first couple of minutes, like I think for 2 or 3 minutes, but then it will be fine again. Somehow my recording got messed up a little bit. So you see Hulkenberg now, DRS got activated, 2 DRS zones. He just had DRS, tried to go around the outside. I had the inside line though, but we're gonna have to be careful around that or on that main straight, because that straight is pretty long. You get quite a long DRS activation zone, so gonna have to be careful there, and definitely running mix 3 in order to defend from the cars behind. Currently Hulkenberg is behind in that Force India with a Williams behind him. That must be Bottas then probably. So we go to mix 3 right now, and also on the inside, already defending the inside. First of all, to get not to let Hulkenberg in my slipstream, and second, I will have the inside end of that, of course, then for the first corner. Hulkenberg at DRS that time round, but he wasn't close enough to pass as we skip to lap 6, the middle of lap 6. Look at the gap Button has created already. Still Hulkenberg behind us, he will have DRS once again. So look at that DRS, it's pretty effective even in the second DRS zone. Heading down into this very tight left-hander. He's still around the outside, but it's not gonna work as we seen before. The outside will just not work there, so he's gonna have to wait again and try it again on the main straight. Tire performance is starting to drop right now. The skies are still pretty blue though, so it doesn't really look like it will be raining any second soon. So we will probably go until lap 11, which is our scheduled stop, of course. So here we go once again, going onto the main straight. You can see there that I just cannot really hug the apex on the final quarter, otherwise I will get some oversteer. As Hulkenberg is in my slipstream right now with DRS. Here comes Hulkenberg. He's gonna go around the outside. I'm gonna have the inside line for the first corner. Here he comes on the outside, on the inside, and I take that place back. But you heard some contact. And I had a look in the replay. tried to see if that was all fair. But honestly, if I did something which I thought was wrong, I would have given that position back. But I agree that my move was aggressive, but I didn't really see a reason to give the place back. I think it would be too harsh to do that. So I still kept on going into that 9th spot with Bottas now behind me. We will manage to overtake Hulkenberg. But saying that, Hulkenberg comes on the outside of Bottas. So yeah, in looking at the mirrors, it is indeed again Hulkenberg. But yeah, I hope you guys agree with me that that move is okay enough to keep the place. And if you don't think it's fair, then that's okay. If you think I should be penalized, then let me know, and I'll probably not qualify or something like that for the next race. But in my opinion, it was okay enough. But I do need to be careful with my aggression, of course. Once again, this is Hulkenberg. This is actually Perez. This is not Hulkenberg. Perez having the DRS, and he just flies by there. And I think that's the move done for Perez. He is too far up front. I could have gone for a dive bomb, but I'm gonna race just like how I would do, normally online against other players. I don't, go in a race with a different approach against the AI than I would do in a race which is online. So online I wouldn't have dive bomb there. I was just way too far back. So yeah, unnecessary to do so in single player then as well, obviously. So Perez gets that move done, drops us down to P10, and immediately it just flies away, as you can see there. Cars behind me are still on option tire. Remember, we started on the prime tire, so they keep on running for quite a long while. As Bottas, I think, touched the gravel slightly. As once again I missed my apex there. I was just not really happy with the performance of the car. I just couldn't get the car working all weekend long, basically. As we see Bottas there going for an optimistic move. He was on the inside. I wanted to turn into the corner, but then I suddenly noticed this Williams in my mirror, so I had to step with the throttle a few times, or sorry, with the steering wheel rather, a few times until Bottas actually back out of the move, which is a shame because I think he could have sticked it on the inside if he wanted to. So I still do not see anyone pitting as we come to the ending of lap 8, starting in lap 9 right now. As you can see, Bottas with DRS as he goes on the inside of me, and he will go on the inside, but he forgets that he can defend again. And he's trying to go around the outside now for the first corner. Not working though, as he went too deep into there. He forgot that I could go back to the inside. He didn't defend the inside, left the door wide open, went for it, tried to then go and keep it around the outside, as I called him asleep, but he couldn't do it. And now we have our teammate behind us. This is the first time in the season we are actually going to battle with our teammate. And you would think like maybe it's your teammate, maybe you can go easy on him, but no, if I see my teammate behind him, I'm actually going to drive even more aggressive probably, because I do not want to be beaten by my teammate. So lap 9 out of 33, teammate again, he is on the option tire as well. We are still on that prime tire, and well, the prime tire is starting to fall off now. I'm surprised by how many laps the AI is currently doing on that soft tire. They are doing a very good job, has to be said. Looking at the minimap, no one pits. I don't think so. Here we go. Lap 10. Here comes our teammate with DRS, just 3 tenths behind us. He's moving into our slipstream right now as well. On the outside of the next corner. I'm on the inside for the next corner. Going back in his slipstream. Trying to get that extra advantage on the inside of this corner. He tries to go around the outside. I will have the outside line for this corner and the inside line for turn 3. So I get the move done again, and I make a mistake coming into turn 3. Here comes our teammate again. And he gets the move done. And now I'm not gonna give up though. Down to turn 4, he leaves the door wide open. I'm gonna have a little bit of a look, and it forces him wide, but I cannot do anything unfortunately about that. And now I have to defend again. Look in my mirrors for Bottas as he almost got past, but yeah, a little bit of a mistake coming into turn 3. Well, that compromised my exit. Teammate got me there. Wanted to get back on him, forced him a little bit wide. Didn't make contact, I believe, but still couldn't manage to get that move back, or the place back. Couldn't manage to get that move done, I should say. Do we get DRS for the second DRS? So no, we do not. So that's our teammate gone, really. He's gonna fly away now, even though he will probably come into the pits soon, I would say. Bottas now trying to go around the outside. Not gonna work once again into that corner. So we skip to lap 11. Some drivers pitted. I think our teammate pitted. Bottas pitted. So, well, it's lap 11, and as I said, that's our scheduled pit stop, so we will pit this lap, as it looks like the skies are getting a little bit more grayish, they are not as blue as they were before, I believe. So, we're gonna pit in this lap. And looking at the skies and well, going and relayed on the information the engineer told me. I think he told me at this stage or around this stage that it would rain in 10 minutes time, which is the enough of a reason for me to go on the option tire for the second stint. And then when the rain is going to fall, we will go to intermediate or wet, depending on the condition, obviously. So here we go, coming into the pit stop here in the pit box, switching to the option tire, going back out again. There's a Marussia, I believe, 3.7 stops, so a very good pit stop as our teammate flies by there. Same for Maldonado, I believe. Oh no, that's Bottas, of course. Maldonado was actually behind us, so we joined the track in front of Grosjean, so that's nice. There's a little bit of a train behind me, but I rejoined in front of them with Magnussen up front in P11. So Magnussen is also making up some places as he started from P17, I believe. A little bit of corrections through that turn 3. I would like you to actually pay attention to the steering wheel if you have time to do so, because sometimes you see a lot of corrections indicating that I'm just not really happy with the car. The car is not really doing what I want exactly. We skipped to lap 13 and the gap to Magnussen actually didn't really grow. Instead, I think it decreased because Magnussen was fighting with Bottas a little bit. So now we have Bottas in front of us with Magnussen passing Bottas, and I see a raindrop falling, I believe. 2.4 seconds now to Bottas, so we'll keep an eye out on that. But meanwhile, Grosjean has had a really good pace. He is only 4 tenths behind us, but I think I saw a raindrop. And indeed, the skies are now pretty grey, and there's another raindrop. So yes, it is about to rain. With Rosberg starting the fastest lap of the race, 124.1. We only did a 129.4, a massive pace difference, of course. 5 seconds, it's unbelievable. But I still think that we need to set our fastest lap time of the race yet on these option tires. So it's gonna bring us a little bit back, but definitely not. I'm not gonna do a 24 here. No, not if I make those kind of mistakes. Just a huge lock up into that corner, entering the third sector. Starting to making mistakes right now as well. This is not good, of course. So we're gonna have to settle down, calm down, as the rain is starting to fall quite a bit right now. You see more and more raindrops, obviously. So looking at it right now, I think it is ready to go on the intermediate tires. We did 27.7 a little bit later though, lap 16, 27.1 already without that mistake, without that lockup. But I think around lap 17, 18, wow, it's lap 16. It does really look bad at the moment, so it's probably around lap 20 where we are going to pit, which means 9 laps on the option tires. That should be okay. So it was a good choice to go on the option tire here. And we lost some time to Bottas. It was like 3 seconds before. It definitely is much more than that. I seem to be able to, well, somehow or somewhat keep up with the AI when my tires are fresh, but once they fall off, the AI is just much more consistent, and I can really do a lot about it. So I think the track, or the track conditions are starting to become a little bit poor right now. You can see there just a lot of oversteers. Hulkenberg will probably have a look down into turn 4. He does indeed have a little look, but he doesn't go for it. But yeah, the track performance now is starting to drop. As you can see, I lost 6 tenths previous round. I'm losing now 3 tenths into 1 sector time. You can see there just corrections on the wheel, having troubles putting the power down right now. So yeah, the conditions are starting to worsen up, starting to get worse. And indeed, the engineer is telling us right now it's starting to rain, and you can see more and more raindrops falling. Not yet really spray coming off the tire though, and that's really the indication when you can go for the intermediate tire, as it doesn't really look like it will be wet conditions in this race. So just past halfway mark into lap 17. And outside of the points, so we're gonna have to be extremely lucky here if we want to get into the points. But nothing is impossible. But I don't really see it happening at the moment, especially not considering our teammate really looks strong for this race. Has to be said, he has been looking a lot stronger than we have, been looking. 1.7 seconds as here comes Hulkenberg with there as he will go on the outside. I'm having the inside line, breaking the one on me board, breaking pretty late. Hulkenberg tries to go around the outside. No, that's not gonna work. We have seen it previously with the AI. They try to go around the outside, but they do not stick it again on the inside for that next turn, which is a left-hander. So yeah, they pretty much back out of it. We skip to the lap beginning of lap 18, started the beginning of lap 19, 132.3, so well, dropping down a lot now, 8 seconds to our teammate up front, as Hulkenberg again comes flying by, and this time I couldn't really do anything about that. Hulkenberg being smarter actually. I think he was a little bit on the outside of the corner, which well, gave me a bit of a doubt whether I could, you know, dive into there or not. I decided to not do that, you know, keep it clean. Don't want to see any front wings falling off, front wing end plates rather. But yeah, we lost another position, P13. P13 is actually our objective for this race, but I don't know if we can do it really. Our pace, being honest here, is not good enough for P13. So well, if we could get P13, it will probably be thanks to us overdriving the car, I believe, because the pace is just not there, let's be honest. So right now you can see on the tire there is a little bit of a reflection and a little bit more spray coming off the tire, so it's about time to pit right now, I would say. And indeed, look at that, cannot really turn it in anymore, lots of oversteer there. We'll see how it goes in this final sector, but yeah, no, this is ready for inters, this is definitely ready for inters, lots of understeer there, and you get a very floaty feel, and that is the perfect indication, as our engineer also mentions it right now. That's basically an indication that you should go onto the intermediate. We see Hulkenberg up front pitting, we see our teammate pitting. Hopefully that will not interfere with our pit stop, probably not, since he's quite a long way ahead. We select the intermediate tire, lap 20, and everyone comes in pretty much to switch on the intermediate tire. So here we go, going into the pits, and actually the pit timer comes up with 1.7 seconds. That would be a magic world record there, but no, the pit timer resets again, and it's a standard 3.7 pit stop. So we rejoin the track again. Looks like we will be rejoining in P12. So what has happened here? We were P13 before. What happened? I actually do not know what happened. Suddenly we are in P13. Did someone get held up? I think Hulkenberg might have been held up. Let's have a look in our mirror. Grosjean is behind, but who is behind Grosjean? Just about. I just cannot see it really. Anyway, we skipped to lap 26, so quite a few laps ahead. Nothing happened really, other than me being slow. 27.5 seconds now to Jean-Eric Verne, our teammate, and it was indeed Hulkenberg, I believe, who got held up. Yes, indeed, Hulkenberg now behind us. So Hulkenberg got held up massively in the pits. Obviously, it helps us, but yeah, we don't deserve to be in this position, definitely not. But I'll take it, of course. So coming through the slow chicane. And oh, whoa, whoa! What the hell did I do there? What did I do there? Hulkenberg enters the pits, Grosjean enters the pits as well. And I was too busy looking in my mirror that we see a car accident in the pits. That's a Mercedes, so that is someone, that must be Hamilton or something like that, or Rosberg. So we're going to get lapped soon. But what was I thinking there? I can tell you with benefit out of hindsight, that was just, I was looking too much in my mirror. I saw the Force India diving into the pits as we have a blue flag. I saw the Force India diving into the pits, and I was just so focused on my mirror that I turned into the pits as well. And obviously you cannot do that. It was way too late, so I don't know where that comes from. I must have been retarded or stupid or something like that, because well, obviously that makes no sense. You know, it was way too late to turn into the pits, but yet I did it. I just looked too much in my mirror, and well, thanks to that, we're gonna have to continue another lap. But you know, we just saw that Mercedes flying by, we got lapped, which means we're gonna have to do only 32 laps instead of 33. Shall we take the risk and stay out? Let's have a look what we decide. It's 12.2 seconds to our teammate. Remember, it was 27.5 seconds before, so he must have pitted as well. So there's about a well, 15-second pit stop, which means Hulkenberg will be about 15 seconds behind us, something like that at the moment. Let's see what Gutierrez does. See if he's going to stay out as well. I will stay out. Okay, so we are going to stay out. And it does look like the two cars behind us, including Gutierrez, are going to pit. So lap 28 then. 5 laps to go, including this one. And we'll see what the gap is to Hulkenberg soon. Here we go. The gap to Hulkenberg is... We're waiting. 16 seconds with 5 laps to go. Alright, lap 30. 3 more laps to go, including this one. The gap to Hulkenberg, 4.5 seconds. Lost 12 seconds in about 2 laps time, 3 laps time. Yeah, I know, it's incredible. Hulkenberg is absolutely on a flyer right now, which makes sense, you know, he's on the first set of tires. I'm still on these intermediate tires, but you know, what can I do right now? You know, I made that stupid mistake. If you are going to pit, lap 27 or lap 26, I don't know when Hulkenberg pitted, was the lap to go. After that, I don't think it's worth it anymore, especially not when you are being lapped. Talking about being lapped, here comes Hamilton flying by, who's currently running a P2. There's another Ferrari behind us, but I need to let this Ferrari through. But at the same time, pay attention that Hulkenberg doesn't sneak through, you know. So here we go, letting the Ferrari through. Hulkenberg was way behind still, so no worries about that. But still having a blue flag. Looking in the mirrors, that's another Red Bull. So there's a Red Bull now. I let him on the inside here for this corner, taking an outside line. But the Red Bull doesn't take it. The Red Bull, who is it? It's a Ricciardo. Doesn't take the position actually. So I'm gonna have to go and well, get off the, or let him pass again, I should say. But luckily Hulkenberg didn't manage to sneak through there. So again, P12, and well, it would be a miracle, I think, if we would keep this position. So we're coming again through the final corner with Hulkenberg being pretty close behind us. Look at that, just much more grip through that final corner. I'm being so careful on the rear end in particular, you know, on the throttle. But Hulkenberg now, as you can see there in the mirror, not really gaining much time on us. I'm running in mix 3 obviously to defend. Oh, and that is a massive relief for me, you know. He doesn't really seem to have that great straight line speed, so are we able to keep it in 12th position? I'm not sure, because he obviously does have the grip. Look at that, just struggling into that turn 3. Hulkenberg goes around the outside. I'm still on the inside though for turn 4, braking late, and yeah, still able to stay in front of him. We once again get a blue flag for a Ferrari, so that must be Raikkonen probably. We're gonna let him through soon. There goes Raikkonen. There he is. So Raikkonen through. Well, once again, we keep seeing those blue flags, and indeed in the mirrors it's now a McLaren who is in our mirrors. So let's let him pass. He goes on the inside, something which a Red Bull did not do. But look at Hulkenberg, they're trying to be sneaky and almost overtaking me as well in the process. Not working for him though. He still stays behind us then. Look at the Sauber as well, pressuring Hulkenberg. There's another Lotus behind there as well. So we're all battling here for this 12th spot. You can see for me it's getting harder and harder to actually stay in this position. But we're almost in the final lap of the race. So here we go. This is the penultimate lap of the race. Once again, look at the mirror here. Look at this. Hulkenberg just so much more grip through that final corner. Once again, we go to mix 3, but this time Hulkenberg seems to have great straight line speed. Does he? Well, there he is with his front wing. We go side by side. Oh, this is the final lap of the race. Side by side into the first corner. I'm gonna have to go around the outside with the possibilities. You know, I don't have a lot of possibilities because of the tires. They are not in a good shape, but I got him around the outside. Now into turn 3. Hulkenberg goes for the undercut, and he's probably going to make a stick. Yes, he does make a stick, as I cannot put the power down, and I cannot go back probably, but I cannot go back at him. But we have another blue flag for another Williams. That's probably Massa. And yes, it is indeed Massa, and Hulkenberg still stays ahead. But now there's a Lotus as well, Maldonado. I'm gonna have to defend from him, and at the same time looking at the steering inputs right now as well. Just so much, so much struggle. You know, struggling so much. So we see Maldonado getting passed. Oh, giving a tap to Maldonado as he got past us there. And I did not want to overtake him there. That would have been absolutely unfair. I tapped him there on the braking, tried to dive on the inside again, tried to get him back. I couldn't do it though. We now have one more sector to go. Hulkenberg and Maldonado managed to get past us. I do not want to get past us again. We have already, well, we're down in P14 right now. We've already lost that 13th position, which was our objective. And I do not want to get passed by Suto again here. Just a few more corners to go. The main opportunity for Sutil to pass is actually on the run to the start-finish line, you know. So we'll see. He's pretty close behind us, going to mix free, trying to put the power down, but it's so difficult putting the power down. Here comes Sutil. Well, he backs out of it pretty much. I don't know if that's thanks to a blue flag. I do not think so. So we finished in 14th place after a very, very hectic race. I tried to go for it, you know, try to keep that 12th position by staying out longer. It almost worked out. It almost did. So in the end, a pretty disappointing 14th place, considering we could have finished in 12th. P13 was our target as well. Rosberg took the victory. 12th in the Drivers' Championship, just behind Nico Hulkenberg, who actually got past us then into that final lap. Same for Maldonado, who got past, and in the end I do not think there's a lot more I could do. You know, the tires were just not in a good shape anymore, of course, so you could have seen it coming, but as I said, I think it was worth a try. So in the end I am still pretty happy, but our driver there was definitely not happy. So that's pretty much it for this race. Hopefully we can do it better next time in Monaco. We will also have new upgrades in Monaco. We'll see how that goes. If you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like, and that is pretty much it. See you guys next time. Goodbye.